Okay, so here we are in Kaohsiung City. I'm back in the city for a few weeks now before I go to Thailand. So today I'm introducing the latest installment of the Freediver Stories series. Freediver Stories is a shorter collection of video interviews that I do with just interesting freedivers from around the world that I find. I just sit them down and chat with them about their story, find out a little bit more about them. On today's show we have Ranalina. I was lucky enough to get the chance to make friends with Rana in Dahab when I went there in the summer. Rana was working for Dahab Freedivers at the time. She's also a current Egyptian national record holder in no fins. She was preparing to go to the Seamass World Championships when I was there. This was just a really nice little sit down on the last day of my time in Dahab. I will be in Dahab from March 2023. If you would like to come and do a course with me or some training, get some coaching, then by all means have a look at the website freediveandthrive.com and get in touch through the contact page and let me know. If you would like to see more videos like this, if you would like to see more Freediver stories, then please leave a comment in the comments below. If you like the channel, if you want to see more from the channel, hit the subscribe button and the ding ding bell button and all that stuff. You know what to do. Until next time, dive safe. Okay, well.
You look very comfortable.
Hey, Rana.
I should be comfortable like you.
Yeah. You can experiment.
Okay.
Welcome to Freediver Stories.
Thank you.
We think this is the name of this segment, but it could change at any moment, as with anything else in my life. So your name is Ranalina?
Yes.
And then
correct.
there's another name on after that?
No, my first name is Ranalina and my last name is Alim.
Oh, okay, Ranalina is your first name. It's the
Yeah.
full name.
Yeah.
Ah, okay, that's cool.
So Rana is my nickname.
Okay. Okay, cool. And tell us where you're from.
Whoa. Where am I from?
Yeah, this is more complicated than I thought about when I
Yeah.
asked that question. Because you're Egyptian,
Yeah.
but a little bit more complicated than that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I have Egyptian roots and also Sudanese roots.
oh, okay, from Sudan as well. So
Yeah.
what side of your family is from Sudan?
My grandfather.
Your grandfather is Sudanese.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
My grandfather is Sudanese and both of my parents are Egyptian, but my father moved there when he was very young to Norway, and same as my mother as well. And they got me there in Norway.
So it's interesting to have you here. I mean, you can tell your own story, but it's nice to be talking to an aspiring Egyptian athlete. I just interviewed Khaled, actually. And,
Cool.
we have a really nice story there. But tell us a little bit about your background. Like, how did you come to discover this world of freediving?
How? Yeah, okay, that's simple. I got introduced by Fatima Korok.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's the first person to take me to the water.
Where did you meet her in Dahab?
Yeah. She was living in the same place where I was living, which was at a friend of ours. His name is Shadi.
We know Shadi.
Yeah, Shadi. Yeah, the boyfriend of Nancy Gibson. Miss Gibson.
Husband of Nancy.
Husband, sorry. Sorry, Miss Gibson.
Just in case any other guys out there are
Yes.
waiting for their chance. Too late.
She's taken.
So PP is very excitable right now.
Yes,
So we
yes.
try to keep him away from the feet department. So Fatima, and big massive shout out to Fatima, by the way, who's been having an
Yes.
excellent year so far in both Vertical Blue World Championships and then the second World Championships coming up in a couple of weeks. So Fatima
Turkey,
just
yeah.
took you fun diving. Was that how you?
Yeah.
Mhm.
She told me like I was working back then online. There was during the pandemic time. So I moved here to Dahab in around May 2020. And yeah, everybody was working online back then. And I also got the opportunity to work online. So I was staying with Chadi and I was working online and just enjoying Dahab. And Fatima, I didn't know much about the freediving world at all or even what they were doing. I was never really... I didn't even
Couldn't
think about it.
understand the weirdos, yeah.
So yeah, And she told me like, let's go to the water, and I saw them both, Chedi and Fatima, freediving in Ilgarden. It was super beautiful to watch, and I tried to duck dive and do some dives with them, but it was super difficult. But and then the next day she told me like, okay, let's go to the lighthouse. There is some of those mooring lines that we can just use to take you a little bit down, and we did that. And of course I was a bit nervous in the beginning, so she tried to calm me down by playing rock paper scissors with me underwater.
Underwater? Okay, cool. Yeah, okay.
So we would go down and we would just play, and it was super fun. It was really nice to experience that with her actually.
You're an instructor now.
Yes.
You've
fresh new instructor.
You're fresh but professional instructor. You did your instructor course with our good friend Stefan Randik, who's an absolute legend, and he just dropped you off, and he was here yesterday actually. He did another interview for the Freedive Cafe. So yeah, I can definitely vouch for your qualities as an instructor if Stefan has taken you through that process. I've been training a bit with you in the water, and yeah, it's been really fun being here and diving with you, and
same here. It's a pleasure.
It's great, but not only that you've gone through into instructor level and that you really want to educate people in freediving, but tell us where you're going next.
I did before I actually started the instructor course, I did a competition.
That was the one in
Sicily. Yeah, in the Mediterranean Sea.
So is that the one?
The comp is actually happening right now.
It's happening now. That's right. Lily is there.
No, she's somewhere else.
But she's also she's in Corsica.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Okay. Well, let's stick to you. Okay. Yeah.
So this competition is called the Mediterranean Cup, and it's happening in Cefalù. It's really, really, really beautiful. One of the best experiences that I had, to be honest, just to be taken with the boat just for 10 minutes, and then we just dive there. And funny fact is that I wasn't aware there is a thermocline, or even actually know what a thermocline is. And they were talking about it, and I was like, oh, what is this? And then first warm-up I did, I got to feel this thermocline, and I was like, wow, that's pretty nice actually. It's really very, very refreshing. So
so if first of all, we apologize if there's some strange sounds coming through the microphone, since PP seems to be determined to play with the microphone cables. But since there might be quite a few people watching and listening to this who actually don't know what a thermocline is, just explain that briefly for the beginners.
So basically is where the water temperature changes at a certain depth, and during or in the Mediterranean Sea it happens around 15 or 14 meters, where you feel a change of 5 degrees. Almost
big change.
Big jump. Yeah. So it's exactly like being in a sauna and then jumping into a pool. That was the feeling for me, actually.
From a sauna to a pool?
Yeah.
I've actually never experienced thermocline in my life, so I mean only very, very minor ones. But yeah, here it's very common in the Mediterranean and a big challenge for free divers. So, and then where do you go next?
Next I'm going to a competition in 12 days. Yeah, something like this, in around 2 weeks, to Turkey, to the World Championship. Yeah, it's taking place in Kaş. Yeah, I'm really, really excited about it. It's going to be my second time to not compete, but to go to Kaş. So it will be nice to revisit and be in this beautiful town. It's very similar to Dahab, actually. It's quite small, and yeah, the being around also all those freedivers feels like you're back here.
Yeah, I've heard good things about it. I'd like to visit next year if I'm back here. PP is going to Turkey as well. He's moving there permanently.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, it's so exciting. I think he knows, and he's super excited about it.
Yeah,
actually.
lucky cat.
Yeah, he's gonna get to go. Hopefully, he gets to go outside and chill with all the other cats, and Maybe he can have some sexy time before they
I think
cut his balls off.
he prefers to play with people.
Yeah, well, he's as long as he can chew on something, he's happy.
Yeah.
So tell us, like, why do you freedive? What makes this the activity that you want to be your profession and your life?
Yeah, about the profession part, that I wanted to educate other people about freediving is because I would really like to share this lifestyle and the sensations that you get by holding your breath and being underwater for 1 or 2 minutes. It was really life-changing for me. I had to change a lot of things to be able to do that. And I remember even a friend of mine, she became an instructor. She's one of the youngest instructors that I know, Sophie. She's from Seychelles. And
Sophie from Seychelles,
yeah, and she made a post and tagged few people that we know about why do they freedive. And she tagged me as well, so I answered and I said that I learned to trust myself again. This is how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
That I can trust the fact that whatever I would do in or outside of the water would be according to my values, to my standards, and that I will always try to take care of myself. So that's how I felt when I first went to the water and did freediving.
And that's what you want to share with others.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, we always I always come back to this topic of, transformation and personal transformation and the potential for people to change through freediving in a positive way, and that's why I'm into it. Trying to change this, trying to fix this broken old machine that is me. Slowly replacing the parts with ones that I find in the freediving store. What are you when you so you're going to compete in Cash, which again is the World Championships, so you'll be competing for Egypt. And
it will be the first time that Egypt goes to the World Championship.
So that's awesome. So congratulations and good luck on your dives.
Yes, thank you so much.
We'll all be watching.
Hope to represent.
And don't forget to mention the strappy straps to Jordi when you it's very important that we share the strappy strap wisdom.
All my sponsors.
Who are your sponsors, by the way? I mean, I'm one of your sponsors because I gave you the strappy strap.
Yes. So Donnie Mac is one of my sponsors with the strappy strap, and Amir Suntu Shop. Mm-hmm. He decided to support, so he's helping me out, and I'm also wearing his logo on my wetsuit. So
cool.
It's
Amir
nice to
Suntu Shop. Is this the big one?
It's a local shop here in Dahab.
The one with all the bikes outside.
Correct.
The older guy who sits at the door and drinks the gin straight from the bottle.
Yep.
That guy. That's
this
the one.
Guy.
Okay.
This guy. He's super cool, and everybody knows him, and it's nice to get some local support. Like I would aim to get sponsors from bigger companies and so on, but just to get some local support is very nice as a start. Yeah,
it's nice to have more Egyptians not involved but visible on this scene, because this is the epicenter for freediving in the world, and I feel like it's good to have Egyptians better represented than they are at the moment.
And Khalid is doing great, and there's other freedivers, Mariam Shalen.
Mariam is the one who's unfortunately not going to be able to make it this time.
There is a chance that she might not make it, but I hope she does.
Okay, fingers crossed for her.
Yes.
And then so
it's really nice to really have like a local local dive shop to help out, and like you said, Dahab is the freediving Mecca. And it would be a pity that not Egyptians are involved. So now that it's actually evolving and people are getting more and more interested, the local people like myself and Khalid and Mariam, it's really, really cool. Really cool stuff for Egypt.
Sure. When you come back from the World Championships, what's the plan? Are you going to be staying in Dahab?
Yeah, I'll be staying in Dahab and teaching full time. Yeah.
And if people want to get in touch with you to maybe do a course or find out more about what you're offering, how do they do that?
I'm working on my Instagram account, and I think this is a really nice tool for people of my age and so on. So I think this is a good place to reach out. So yeah, my Instagram is exactly like my name, Ranalina, with extra A in the end. And yeah, so I think this will be the first platform.
Website yet?
I'm working on that, but I think for now Instagram is cheap and good.
Okay.
So hopefully in the future there will be a website, but for now this is the platform that I use.
Somewhere up here right now is going to be Ranalina's Instagram handle. And well, thank you very much for being so kind to me in my time in Dahab. I think you were the first person that I spoke to.
That's
literally
true.
When I walked in the Dahab Freediver shop, and you were very friendly, and I couldn't understand anything you were saying because I was so fucking jet lagged and I couldn't concentrate on anything. But everyone has been so nice, and it's nice to meet you and make a friend. And
Same here.
I'll be back soon, and we'll dive together, and we'll take it from there. So
it's lovely. Yes. Oh, it's lovely here in Dahab. There is a nice community, and people are super friendly and welcoming. So you're a part of it. This is your home. You're just gonna go for a trip and come back.
That.
Yeah,
just gonna go for a trip and come back. If you want to find us, this is where to find us.